Mm, I mean, you can like add clips together, but other than that, no. Let's see. Only if they just added that because they just added that. No, where did you go for that again? No, except after no. You know, they just added. No, they added that. They just added that. I'm not lying. They just added that because no. They just added that because you can only do 15 minutes before. I remember it specifically because I just checked it like before the update. You know, the major update with the quick menu thing. Yeah, I just checked in, and it allowed that shit. I would have been doing something. I'm not even happy now. Cause like I knew that since I couldn't do I can only do 15 minutes. I couldn't do competitive battles and it's like save them and it'd be the whole like match and I had to save 2 of them. And then I went to like the thing and then it said 15 minutes only. And I'm just like, why? I'm glad it's 60 now though. Cause I can. You said what? You know, that's cool. I'm bleeding actually through my nose. Meaning I'm drinking blood. That's cool. It's coming out super fast, yo. Ah. It's coming out it's coming through my throat and my coming. Oh. It's not coming out my nose. It's coming through my throat.
Dispatch to squad. CTOS has identified a murder suspect near your location. Move to arrest. Over.
Hey, what's up?
This is a restricted area. No civilians allowed. Come on!
Police! Hands where I can see them!
Well, today's gone to shit.
You're under arrest. Don't try anything or I will shoot.
Nobody better be filming this.
You have the right to an attorney. Whoa!
Holy!
Ah! She's making stop! Ah! You'll never find me.
What the hell was that?
Go lethal!
Ooh!
Surrender!
Hey, you! You're under arrest. Dropping the
Lay
suspect.
down your weapon and put your hands in the air!
Hey, stay where you are.
Disperse at once. Evacuate the area.
Looks like somebody needs a visit from Yasnik.
Oh, damn.
Hey! Hell! Follow my lead. Find him!
Track him.
Reporting gunfire! Here! Back up, now! Over here! Yeah! Find him! Surrender! God damn it! Ah! Hey! Staying low! Ah! Track him! Hand in the air! Ah!
Thirsty.
Reloading! Damn it! Let's go! Start looking! Christ! Oh, that's messed up. Huh. Hey, you! Don't move!
Control, it's dead sec. Send more cars. Requesting additional... Started sweep!
Course Fermi's paradox covers this type of overly optimistic interplanetary fishing expedition. I mean, I'm certain there are beings out there. But if you ask me, they never want to talk to us. Chances are they're so advanced that our greatest scientific and technological achievements are the kind of the things that their kids play with in their cribs or give to their dogs as shoe toys. Honestly, we're entirely too impressed with their own gadgets.
I'm good now.
We've got word of a trainer. We know what to do.
I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm good. That happens like never actually. Like the only time. Actually, no. I can't really tell you that it does happen, but it doesn't happen like that. Like it used to happen because I used to put like sit under a fucking fan, and I don't anymore. So at a random, and I'm just like oh, and then like again it went then down my throat and would not come out my ear. When I'm just drinking blood as it goes, and I'm just like, that's oh boy.
Sorry, buddy. This is a hands-on operation. Your hands.
Yeah, it was just like, YouTube, it just like, oh okay, and it was over. I'm just like, and then the victim, like, and then I thought, I'm just like, okay, when after the video, cause like it was in my notifications, and I was just like, okay, update video, and I said it's gonna be super short, and then it was super short, and then like I had like, my volume off since I turned it off at school, so when I turned it on, it was like deck boda. I'm just like deck boda, and I know it had the dick in it or boda or something, or something with a gay man or something. What? Hold on, where's my phone at? Where the hell my phone? I don't even know where my phone is. I'm looking for my phone.
Alarm has been triggered. Sending mobile operatives.
Yeah, I use lots of tissues. It was just dropping and dropping and dropping, and like it. When I always hold my head up, it never goes down my throat though. Like that was pouring. It was like a water fountain. It was like a water fountain, and I'm just like, ooh. But like, I have never had both of my noses bleed like at the same time. It's always been one or the other, mostly the right one. So it's just, it makes it even worse since it's just one and not both. Because if it's both, it's just like, oh okay, well we're gonna just like put blood from both sides, so it's easier. But when it's on one side, it makes it super hard because the blood goes only into one earlobe, and since that happened, I have to have blood dripping everywhere. That makes it worse. Yeah, but I've always been like that, so. Kid, like, I remember when it first happened. When it first happened, it started at Harvard, and I was just like, oh my god, Tori. And I'm just like, I told the teacher that like blood was coming down, and she was just like, and then she passed out, and I'm like, what? How do you pass out? I'm bleeding, but I didn't want to. And like the students was just looking, and and then we just looking at me, I'm looking at them like, what we do? They have a bleeding child over here with a bloody nose, and then the teacher passed out. So we just all freaking out over it, while I'm still over there just like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? And then it was just stupid. And then like, they take me to the nurse, and then I'm just like still crying if I'm gonna die or not. And then they call my parents. It's like, and then my mom was like, "You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. It's just that you have problems with your E." And I'm just like, and it is happening. Like that just got that. When I go back to class, she was just like, "What happened?" And I'm like, she was just like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "You passed out on the scene." It was just like, "You passed out. You passed out." and they would feel more bad than I was. I wasn't the one that got bloody nose, and nobody. Oh my god. Flip. Oh, it's just, I can't like think of like a time where I haven't had a bloody nose in a year. 8th grade. 8th grade, I tried like to hide it so badly, but it didn't help because like for me hiding it, yeah, it just makes it a lot of worse. And then, I mean, in 6th grade, I actually punched myself to get a bloody nose. I low-key punched myself. I literally just punched myself. Yes, it worked because like the blood, you can feel the blood is about to come down, but the blood didn't want to come out. So I just said, fuck it. And I just started punching myself so it can come out and shit. And so, cause I didn't want to stay in the class anymore. And like the students was all like, oh, he did that on purpose. He beat himself. And I'm like, why the hell would I beat myself? When in my head, I'm just like, I beat myself to get a bloody nose. I have courage to this. And then it's just like, I don't even know. It was, and like the teacher, the nurse already like seen like how many bloody noses I have in like 4th grade, so they were just like, oh, it's you, or like back in Delmar Harvard, she just always is prepared for it, ready every day for it. So she just like put turns on a movie, get some games out, just like why just hold some ice to my nose, and then we play some checkers or something, and it's just like. It has never been 1 year. I'm glad it hasn't happened this year. But you know, I just jinxed myself, so if I get a bloody nose tomorrow, you know, it's just it happens. It's bad. It's just I had a lot of terrible things wrong with me. My bloody nose, and the thing is, it got worse when I got the dog bite too, so that made it even worse. Okay, so I never really told you about my dog bite incident. You probably don't see the fucking thing on my lip right here where I have scars at because I got bit by a fucking dog, and it was a pit bull. And since I got bit by the pit bull, like, okay, so the day was like, we was doing a science project. I remember it so good because we had to do a fun science project in 5th grade because we were all required to. We could have, like, turned it into the teacher, or we could have done it for, like, the whole show. I guess I got, like, 3rd place in the whole fucking world and shit. And, like, it's just... Like, so one time we went to, like, our grandpa's house since he just, like, had to help me with the science project. And one of the girls, his, like, girlfriend or something, said, oh, get out the car and go and... Yeah, he was balling. She was nasty, though. She was nasty. She had nasty teeth. She had fucked up teeth. He had fucked up teeth and everything, so... So mostly after all that, like she says, oh, get out the car, and it was like, oh, okay. He said, go into the house where the dog was, and I'm just like, no. No. And the dog was a girl, cause like the times before she was pregnant and all that, and I'm just like, ugh. So the dog, so I was like, she said, stand behind me. She was pushing me in. I stand behind her, and then the dog comes in. Yeah, the dog gets me. It was like two dogs. One of the tiny dogs beat my leg. I fall down like ah, and then and my lip was in
It's cool.
pieces. She tackles the dog, and then when she tackles the fucking dog, I'm just like, towel. And then I just like put my towel over the face. I'm rushed to the hospital. I'm up in there to 10 o'clock at night. I was there. They had to rush me to two different hospitals because that one was an adult hospital and I was a child. So I had to go to another hospital, and then like they had to put stitches in my face. And like what made it worse was that since I had to get stitches in my face, and I was like, they had to put like numb stuff in there. They had to put like a lot of numb shit in there, cause in like when they was putting this like the stitches in, I guess I don't know, but I guess like the numb stuff went off because they put it in too early and they didn't start the thing too much, so it started hurting and shit. So they had to put more shit in there. So that's why it took longer, and they had to borrow this medicine, and like this, and like the thing is, my grandma says the stupid, she says this, and I just like, just look at myself, and I'm like, why did she say that? She says, I guess you're not gonna finish your science project today, and I'm like, what? I can't say shit. I can't say shit. So I'm just like, what? And I'm just like, whoa. And it just made it even worse. Like that was like the whole time, and like I had to like it was like a week before spring break. It was a week before spring break, so I got out the week of before spring break, and then the week of spring break I got out again. I got a game called State 3 from like people at the school. I got that game from like the people because it was like a Goodwill soon and shit, and then like I was just like there. They gave me homework, but it was nothing because they felt so bad not to give me anything because they just like knew that that shit wasn't gonna just like do anything. And I'm just like still in my like I'm just like every week. I mean, every day I would just wake up and it would like get better, so you couldn't like really see it. But in my mind, I still know what happened, and I still know what happened today. So I just can't think of anything else but seeing this shit on my lip still today. It bothers me. It's just like you never seen it. You never seen it, that one.
Get out of there.
Oh well, yeah, you can see it. Like you can see this shit, but since you never seen it, well, like people have seen it over the years because they like look very closely, or it it was like because every year it, like get better and better, so it wouldn't be seeable. So now I don't get that like type of attention, but back in like 6th and 7th grade, people would still see it. Now, so it's just like, I just can't. I want to get like a fucking mustache and shit, be all fine and dandy. And it was just, yeah. That has happened, and it was stressful. That was stressful. My blood, like, and my nose started bleeding more, which made it more stressful. And it's just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm just like,